In two recent meetings, the Hoboken City Council voted in favor of the use of eminent domain to acquire park space in Hoboken. However, not all residents are happy with that. Some believe it's too harsh of a tool. I spoke with Councilman Tim Acapinti about his opposal to the use of eminent domain. So, Councilman, you voted against the use of eminent domain to acquire park space in Hoboken, but you campaigned largely on the fact that you promised more park space. So, why'd you vote that way?
Well, from the start, there's not a council member in the city of Hoboken or the mayor himself that doesn't want the park here. It's in our master plan for the city of Hoboken. We want it. The problem is that nothing has been happening for the last 5 years on this spot. So instead of, over the course of time, working to bring the property owners together on a plan, all of a sudden we've got to act now, we've got to act fast, and we've got to eminent domain. They've only met with this property owner one time. And for me, that does not constitute using such a powerful tool such as eminent domain.
Would you be for it later on in the process if negotiations were failing?
What I'm not seeing is a willingness on the part of this administration to really work with the property owners, and it's not just this one here.
But you might consider it.
I would consider it if, say, multiple offers were exchanged back and forth and 8-9 months have gone by.
So then what's the best way to acquire property for park space right now at this point where, the residents will be happy and it can be done relatively speedily?
Every attorney that you'll ever talk to will say a buyer and a seller, without the use of an eminent domain, coming up with an agreed upon price.
I recently read a letter to the editor of the Hoboken Reporter. A resident in Hoboken said he felt you might be using, or the reason why you voted against the use of eminent domain was because some of your campaign supporters wanted to use the space, like the one in back of us, to develop. How would you respond to that?
Well, I'd say it's completely untrue. It's an allegation that this resident chooses to put out there. They're entitled to their opinion.
So at this point, you feel that we all can come to some kind of a solution or negotiation that will make the residents of the southwest corner in particular happy?
Well, I certainly hope so, but I don't hold a magic 8-ball in my hand here. What it is going to take is a willingness to work together with these property owners, because in the end, if the city heads in the direction of eminent domain now that they've been authorized, no one will win for years.
While more park space in Hoboken is not yet a definite, many residents at the southwest corner of town are keeping their fingers crossed that it will become a reality. In Hoboken, I'm Becca Feher for Hudson County TV.